Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. A long time no see. I know, I apologize. It's been a mess. I guess I'll give y'all a little update. So, we had a really big storm where I live for a while and my whole floor got flooded. Like everyone that lives on my hall flooded. Thankfully, I think except me and one of my neighbors had an issue, so I'm really grateful for that. And then the only thing that I'm having an issue with is my washer and dryer. Like my washer is not draining all the water and like spinning it out, and then my dryer is not drying my clothes quick enough. So I could be drying something for literally like 6 hours, but that can be fixed. But I'm just glad and grateful that I didn't get flooded. So I was very lucky with that. What else has happened? Oh, I don't know if this is TMI, but I literally got my cycle 3 times in a month and a half. When I tell you exhausted, miserable, do not recommend. Have to get that taken care of. And then it also made me break out like all right here. And then like up in my temple area. Those are usually the places that I break out. Like it wasn't like horrible, like big cystic acne or anything. It was just a bunch of like tiny little bumps everywhere. I just feel like my skin was like super sensitive and I was exhausted, so that wasn't fun. And yeah, it's been a mess, but we're back at it. And yeah, so I actually need to cook something, and I'm just gonna make tacos and guacamole for the rest of the week. I'm just gonna make those 2 things for that. And then also mentioning the breaking out situation, I'll probably give you guys a little like skincare update because I changed some things. So I do have some of the products in my last video, my current favorites from July 2024. You can go in there and see some new favorites of mine. But yeah, so I'm just gonna make some taco stuff and guacamole. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'll probably show you guys my skincare routine later because it's been working ever since I broke out from my body trying to attack me. Yeah, so I'm about to get to cooking. Crushed up an entire clove of garlic plus a little bit of another head, not a clove. I have crushed up 1 whole head of garlic plus a little bit of another head of garlic. I am a garlic lover. I am also a garlic snob. I love fresh garlic. I don't think I've ever actually bought like the squeezy bottle of like pre-chopped garlic. I've never bought that, or the jar of it. It's just something about fresh garlic. It just does it for me. But half of this is gonna go in my tacos, and then the other part of it is gonna go in my guacamole. So I crushed up a lot of garlic. So that is done, my guacamole. And actually the way I keep this fresh is I like flatten it all the way out and I smooth it out, and then I put a piece of parchment paper over top of it and it stays fresh. So that's how I keep mine fresh, just because the air is not getting to it. So yeah, so I'm gonna just start making my taco filling. But I forgot to mention, this is how I smooth it out. I like smooth it out with a rubber, what is this, a spatula? I don't know what this is, Joe. But I smooth it out like this. And then I lay the piece of parchment paper flat on top of there. And it works like a charm. Okay, so I have white onions, and there's a little bit of red onions in there for the guac. Jalapenos, red peppers, green peppers, and of course I have my garlic. So all of this is going in my taco, like the meat. Okay, so now I feel like the veggies are cooked down enough. I'm going to add the turkey meat, and then this taco seasoning pack is reduced sodium, but I usually add more of my own seasoning like cayenne pepper, chili powder, etc., etc., but I don't add more salt. This is what the taco meat looks like before I put the seasoning in there. I'm just gonna add the seasoning packet. I actually have 2 seasoning packets, but yeah, I just add the seasoning packet and then I just taste it. I also add water, so that a little bit of water, so that, you know, the texture is a little bit better. And you're supposed to add a little bit of water. Okay, so that is my taco mix all seasoned up. It's got a little kick to it. It's very flavorful and delicious, and it's still healthy because it has a whole bunch of veggies in there. So I'm gonna put some taco shells in the oven, stuff them, put some cheese and guacamole, and I got a little Taco Bell mild sauce I'm gonna put on top. Well, I finished eating my tacos, and my Omi called me, so I was on the phone with her for a little bit over an hour. And we had a little conversation. So that was fun. Okay, so I'm about to take this makeup off and take a shower, but I kind of wanted to talk about my skincare. And I just took my hair out of the bonnet that I just had it in. I have a cooking bonnet. Do y'all do that? Like, I wrap my hair up in something when I'm cooking because I don't like when my hair smells like food. It's not cute. And my hair holds all smells. Like, so I always put a bonnet on when I'm cooking for my hair. And then also, if I have to go back out in the clothes that I have on, I will take the clothes off if I'm cooking in them, if I have to go somewhere, or I'll put like a robe or something on. I don't like smelling like food. So I've been using this. This is probably like my 4th bottle of this because I barely have anything of this left. Like this, you gotta squeeze it out. There's probably some in there. I could cut it with my oat cleansing balm. I still love this, and I will repurchase this. I actually was talking about this in my last video, these two. A texture like this, if you go back and you look at my first skincare routine, I was using the Milani melt off cleansing balm or something like that, that texture, and then the Naturium ginseng cleansing balm in the purple container is from Target. Those are my first cleansing balms I ever really used that had emulsifiers in it that really turned me on to cleansing balms. And this Albaline, well, let me run it back. So I used to use just plain mineral oil for like double cleansing, but it doesn't have any emulsifiers in it, so it's really hard to rinse it off. Especially, I feel like they're okay if you don't wear makeup, because there's nothing that's going to, like, there's no emulsifiers in this to take your makeup off. So I use the Albaline when I'm not wearing any makeup, if I don't want to waste this, because it's so small. And this Albaline lasts me forever. A lot of the times, like, I'll take my makeup off, like, I'll take my makeup off and rinse it off and brush my teeth and then get in the shower. That's usually what I do. So that's actually what I'm about to do now. And then I also wash my face in the shower as well, just because I try to avoid transepidermal water loss as much as possible. So I only get my face wet one time during cleansing myself. Since my face is feeling kind of like, I told y'all I got my period 3 times in a month and a half. So my skin is a little bit like fussy right now. So I've been really liking this Aveeno Calm and Restore Nourishing Oat Cleanser. This oat cleanser for sensitive skin. It gently cleanses and hydrates to preserve skin's moisture barrier, and it's fragrance free. I've used this before. That's why I decided to go with this. I really, really like it. It's really basic. It's really simple. It's not going to bother you. This is definitely benign. It's very soothing. It does have colloidal oatmeal in it. So yeah, I really, really like this cleanser. It doesn't have any suds. I guess the surfactant in this is very, very mild. So yeah, this is actually a really, really good cleanser, and it is 7.8 fluid ounces. I forgot how much this was. This actually wasn't too bad. But if my face wasn't bothering me right now, not to say that this bothers me, but this is just a little bit more clarifying than that one. And I don't really need all of that right at the moment, even though I do have on makeup, but I don't have a whole lot of makeup on. But you know, this does the job though, and I'm about to double cleanse anyway. But if my face wasn't really like kind of irritated right now, I would be using this. I've used this for a really, really long time too. This is the fragrance free one now, actually. This is my first bottle of the fragrance free one that they have now. This is the Ultra Gentle Daily Cleanser Foaming Formula. This is from Neutrogena. This is dermatologist developed for sensitive skin. Rinses clean without over drying. It definitely doesn't over dry my skin, but right now I just feel a little bit more, I just need a little bit more TLC at the moment, when you just want to love on yourself a little bit more because you just see you need it. So yeah, that is what I'm about to do. I'm about to take this makeup off with this cleansing balm, and then I'm going to get in the shower. I'm going to wash my face with this. And I will say, you know what? Sometimes I do the most basic thing. I will like take my makeup off with this, and I'll cleanse my face, and then I'll just put my moisturizer on and I go to bed. And honestly, a lot of the times that's all I need, especially when my skin is really, really annoyed. I wouldn't say my skin is annoyed right now, but I don't know. I'm just kind of scared because I'm just kind of getting my skin back to not breaking out, so I don't want to do too much. I haven't really been using too many active ingredients like my adapalene or my benzoyl peroxide, but I'm going to use them tonight just because, and I think I can take it. Y'all, I do not like this headband, but it does what it do. It's silky right here, so I just use it. I really need to get something else because what even is happening? And it doesn't stay on very well, but it's gonna do what it do. So silky. The texture of it is so nice and silky, and it comes right off. Like everything comes right off. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and emulsify this. Okay, so all of that is off. And yeah, I'm about to get in the shower. So my camera is about to die. I gotta change the battery out. And like I said before, I'm gonna get in the shower and wash my face with this, and I'm going to like work it into my skin for like 60 seconds while I'm in there. and then I'll get out and I'll show you guys the rest of my skincare routine. Okay, I just showered and I didn't do what I usually do, so my face is dry. I usually like to, when I take my shower, I get directly out the shower and the first thing I do while my face is still wet, I put these two things on. So I usually go in first with my snail mucin. This is from CosRx. This is the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. We've all seen this. I get the hype. I've actually replaced my hyaluronic acid gel cream with this. So I'm actually going to re-wet my face and I'm going to go in with this Advanced Snail Mucin. So after that, I go in with this La Roche-Posay triple repair moisture cream. This is Lipicar AP Plus. So this is for replenishing your lipids for up to 48 hours of hydration. It has shea butter, niacinamide, ceramides. It is dermatologist tested. It's fragrance free, and it also has La Roche-Posay's prebiotic thermal water in it. So this is really, really thick. And it definitely has like a greasiness kind of vibe to it, but that doesn't bother me at all. Okay, my skin is dry for the most part, but you can kind of see my little bits of hyperpigmentation still from breaking out. It's lovely. I love it, y'all. Little dots, little leopard. But now I'm going in with this adapalene gel. Same old, 0.1% adapalene gel. I'm going to go in with a little dollop of that. You definitely don't need a lot. And I also like to put it on the back of my hands. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on my hands. But I'm going to use another dollop for my face. All over. Now that that's done, I have a brand new bottle of this benzoyl peroxide. This is 0.25 excuse me, this is 0.25% benzoyl peroxide. This is just the up and up one. It's, I think, of Neutrogena's. It's supposed to be like, I guess, like a dupe for the Neutrogena benzoyl peroxide acne treatment. Same thing. I only need like a little dollop of it. But now we're going in with this. This is like my new favorite thing. I actually mentioned this in my last video, my favorites video. But this is La Roche-Posay's Cicaplast Balm Vitamin B5 with their thermal spring water. But I like this a lot. When I started to use this specifically, and I feel like the other moisturizer I just put on too, when I started to use these, my skin started to look way better immediately, and I just saw improvements in my skin, and other people did as well. Don't you just love taking care of yourself? You just need it, you know? It's like we can't fall off too much taking care of ourselves. You don't realize how much you really, really need it. As much as people try to make it seem like, you know, it's unnecessary, it's extra, and it's just like, what's wrong with that? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with taking care of myself. Am I hurting someone? Like, am I hurting somebody? Yeah. Like, why so concerned about what I'm doing? Maybe if you would do it, you wouldn't care so much that I'm doing it. Good night. Yeah, zoomed in. Hey. Okay, so it is 10:42 at night. And I was in our like leasing office editing. And I was just like, you know what? I need to go to Walmart really quick anyway, but I just want to mosey around in the store. So that's what I did. I needed to go there for taco shells because I needed more taco shells for my tacos. And I needed the pawns, okay? I needed the pawns, girl. These are the pawns. These are the Carb Advantage taco shells. They're 6 net carbs and they are only 100 calories. And then I got some more spearmint tea. This is the traditional medicinals spearmint tea. I really like to get spearmint tea because there's like a sweetness almost to it. It is described as spearmint tea, aromatic, minty, and sweet. So I like to add this to like tea mixes when I like want something kind of sweet. So I've been putting like fruity kind of teas in with this. So I've been doing a raspberry, pomegranate, white tea in with this, and it's so good. So I got that for that. I have to have gum and I have to have mints because, but this is just the 5 gum spearmint rain, and this is my favorite gum if I'm gonna get gum. And then this is really random. I usually use for my cuticles, I usually just put Vaseline on them, or I do my Africa's Best oil on my cuticles. But oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. I could not. This is so cute and it made me excited. And I was like, I want to be excited about my products, and this like gave me a feeling. And I love rose. Like that's one of my favorite scents. That probably is my favorite scent, honestly. Like perfumes, I like when there's a rose note. I like body washes with rose. Like I like that rosy smell. So yeah, I thought this was really, really cute. This is Blossom. The brand is Blossom, Beauty and Blossom. Scented cuticle oil. So this was super cute. So just because I was talking about that cuticle oil, might as well talk about this nail stuff. This is the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails. I've used this for years. This is just always something that I get when they don't have nothing else that I want. I like it because it's shiny. It's actually like there's like a gloss to it. And then I've mentioned this a few times. This is my collagen peptides from Spring Valley. I only ever see this at Walmart. I'm sure they have it on Amazon. If you're not taking collagen peptides, I don't know what you're doing. Now this was so random. I have not used this since my freshman year maybe of college. This reminds me so much of getting dressed in the morning for middle school and high school. This smell. Did anybody else used to be obsessed with the way this smells? Must be, because this was the only one of these left. This little tiny packaging, and then the little travel ones. That was the only thing that was left. This Jergens original scent cherry almond. The way this smells, oh my gosh, it brings back so many memories. Like when I had to get up in the morning for school, middle school and high school, my middle school started at 7:20 in the morning. So I would have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:45, and get dressed. Like I was such a good kid. Like, I mean, I'm a good person, but like I was such a good kid. Now that I think of it, like I really used to, my sixth grade, 7th grade, 8th grade self used to get excited to get up in the morning and get dressed. Like it's so like ingrained in me. I love getting dressed. I love taking a shower. Like I love the whole process. And I really used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning as a 12-year-old, 13-year-old to take the time to get dressed and look nice and like wash my hair. I used to wash my hair every day. And I remember I started like diffusing my hair. It might have been 7th grade. And I'm just thinking like, wow, like this brought back so many memories, this smell. I love this smell. Well, that is all I have for my random little Walmart run tonight. I'm so excited about my little things. Okay, so this is the tea combination that I was telling y'all about. So this is the Trader Joe's organic pomegranate white tea with hibiscus flowers and lemongrass. And then this is the Twinings, there might be Twinings, pomegranate and raspberry tea. And then of course the spearmint tea. So that's the combination that I've been doing lately, and it tastes so good. It almost tastes like I don't know, I don't want to say like a fruity gum, but it's almost like a fruity gum kind of taste, and it's really, really good. So if I don't put this in there, I at least, I mean, I at least have to have one of these in there with this. I mean, I can drink this by itself, but I mean, you know, when I want something like sweet, but I want like tea, like hot tea, and I want it to be sweet, like I like this combination right now. Hello, beautiful people. It is Monday, my Sunday, because I don't work on Mondays. Um, so this is my Sunday, but it's everybody else's Monday. So yeah, hi. I need to start vlogging when I go out. I'm just really afraid of vlogging in public, so I might just start with my phone and then see how that goes. But I'm gonna start doing that. But I wanted to show you guys my new favorite thing. So good. It's frozen raspberries. I just buy fresh raspberries and I clean them off really well and I make sure they're pretty much dry, and then I put them in the freezer and I put some parchment paper around this so that they don't like stick to the glass. So yeah, this is so good. If you're looking for a nice sweet treat that's real satisfying, the texture of this, it's so good. The texture of this, it's like all the little, you know what a raspberry looks like. All those little separate little pieces that like break apart in your mouth when you bite it, and the texture is almost like a slushy, like icy thing. It's so good. I like frozen pineapple tidbits too, specifically the ones from Trader Joe's. Those pineapple tidbits, those frozen ones, if you just eat them, they're really, really good. But yeah, I've been really loving frozen raspberries. I've never just bought just straight frozen raspberries and ate them. Maybe I should try that, but I know the fresh ones, cleaning them and then putting them in the freezer, real, real good. Now let me tell y'all, what is going on with these men? So weird. Let me tell y'all. Obviously, I went out last night. For the most part, I just feel like men stare. He's staring. Everyone's staring. And then no one will say anything. That's a problem, right? That's one of the problems. And then, obviously, there are great men. There are great men. Sometimes I'll go out to dinner. I'm sitting there and I'm eating my dinner. Uh-oh. I'm sitting there and I'm eating my dinner. And a man somewhere in the crowd, I don't know who it is, and they end up paying for everything that I got. And I'm like, oh, that was so nice. Like, thank you. And I don't even know who it was. Or they will buy me a drink, and then they'll also pay for what is that? So weird. But then they'll also pay for whatever I got. Also very nice. So there are nice men that can have great conversation and all of that. But then I don't know what's going on with everybody else. Well, the rest of them. So one of them comes up to me, and they were just staring, and he comes up to me and he just asked me for some gum. And I was like, okay. So I'll give him a piece of gum. That gave me, I was staring, and then I got scared, and then I just defaulted to asking you for gum. And I was like, cool, you're scared. Give him the gum, go away. And then I had one come up to me. I recognized him, and I was like, where have I seen this man before? Like, I was seeing him stare at me, and then I was like, why does he look so familiar? I saw him at a restaurant before. I was eating, and then he came and he was talking to me. And then he was talking to me. And then, you know, they start to come out. And they're like, and he was like talking to me about his gambling, and he just kept going on and on and on about the gambling. And I was like, okay, the more you talk about something, the more you care about it. This man, to me, has a gambling problem. Man, if you gamble for fun, like every now and then, like on a game or something, like that's not a big deal. But like you keep talking about it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, This man has a gambling problem. I'm not interested in him. Then I fast forward, I saw him last night and he kept staring at me. And then I was like, then he came over and started talking. I was like, don't I know you from somewhere? And he was like, I don't know. And then it dawned on me where. And then I was like, you know who I am. You're trying to sit here and pretend like you don't know who I am. And he was like, I think it's coming back to me now. What do you mean you think it's coming back to me now? You're a liar. You're a gambler and a liar. So I was like, oh no. So I told him that I didn't like him because he's a gambler. And he was like, why is it a religious thing? I was like, no, it's just who wants somebody that's irresponsible with their money? And then he said something. I remember him saying something when he initially spoke to me, like almost a year ago at a restaurant. He was like, oh, what did he say? He was like, oh, like in a relationship, at least one of us needs to be financially responsible. I was like, oh no, oh no, ain't nobody dealing with that. Get on. That's why I never spoke to. I wasn't interested. That was the sentence that really did it for me. I was like, oh, he's looking for somebody to supplement his irresponsible behavior. No. So that was gone. And then this other one, he came up to me, he bought me a drink, and I was like, oh, thank you. And then he was kind of pissing me off. He was like, sitting there talking to me, blah, blah, blah. I was letting him sit there and talk. And then he started to show me his Instagram, and he was one of those massage therapists that like has women like undressed, like spread eagle all on top of him, like rubbing on them, like massage therapists. And I was like, as he was showing it to me, I was just like, I don't want to be looking at this. Like, why are you showing me this? And then he was trying to get me to follow him, and I was like, I don't want to watch you rub on naked women. And he was like, well, I'm professional. And I was like, no, you're not. I used to work in a spa with actual massage therapists. This is not professional at all. And I was just like, get away. And then he bought me a drink and he stood there and I was like, go away. And he wouldn't go away. And then he had a Red Bull in his hand and my drink was sitting right there. And then he pretends to like dump the Red Bull like in my drink. The way I was pissed off, I was like, don't do that. Like, what are you doing? Pissed me off. Pissed me off immediately. I'm like, go the fuck away. You know? So, it's bad out here. I'll be in the house. What's going on? I don't know. But when I go out, the girls are fun. The girls are fun. And then there are also men that are fun as well. Like, but it's just like, y'all need to talk to them. Y'all need to teach them. Y'all need to hold a class or something. Because the weird stuff that goes on out here should not be happening. Like, I feel like other men need to be telling them, dude, that's weird. Like, get your friend. You know what I mean? Like, is that your friend? Like, get your friend. Like, tell him that that's weird. He needs to stop that. And tell him what he does and does not need to be doing. Like, correct them. Like, what is going on here? Ciao. Anyway, that was a crazy experience. But I'm gonna, I have a doctor's appointment at 2 o'clock today. And I'm going to do my makeup for it just because I want to. So I never actually got the chance to do my morning skincare routine for y'all. So I'm going to do my morning skincare routine before I go out. Like for makeup, like prep my skin for makeup. I'm going to show y'all how I do that when I go to my doctor's appointment today. So that will be in the next clip. It's so dark. Okay, so I showered and all of that, but I just haven't done the moisturizing my face part, because usually I would hop right out of the shower, like fresh out the shower, like the first thing I do, and I don't touch anything with my hands at all, is moisturize my face after I've washed my face. Okay, so I just washed my face with this. Washed my face with this. I actually just bought another one because this is pretty much empty. So I have another one of these. This is the Cetaphil Gentle Clear Clarifying Acne Cream Cleanser with salicylic acid treatment. In it, this is 2% salicylic acid, so it does have a higher percentage of salicylic acid, which is what I wanted because I've tried a few salicylic acid products and it dries my face out so horribly. Or I've also used a salicylic acid body wash and it gave me a rash. So I was kind of scared of it for a second until Dr. Dre said something about this, and I haven't used another salicylic acid wash. I haven't even tried another salicylic acid wash since I've been using this. I put this on my face like a mask, like a face mask in the shower, and I do whatever in the shower for a few minutes, and then I rinse it off, and my skin feels like a baby's butt. It's so smooth. I use this in the morning as well, or like one of my cleanses, either night or morning, the less intense, like when I don't need that much, or my skin is dry or my skin feels irritated or it's going through something. I do use this as well. This is coming out the shower when my face is wet. I will use a hyaluronic acid serum, or I'll use this, but I've been on this. This is the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. Still using this. This is from Walgreens. This is the Walgreens store brand version of this CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion for normal to dry skin. So this is the Daily Moisture Lotion, fragrance free. There's ceramides and hyaluronic acid. I also have used this on my body. This has lasted forever. So I'm probably like, I can't even see it, but I'm probably like right here. But yeah, so I usually like have the fan on my face and all of that. And I let this dry down completely before I go and I put my sunscreen on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the fan on my face so that it dries down before I put my sunscreen on, because if I don't, it just can like not, everything doesn't lay nicely because like each layer hasn't dried down. So that's what I like to do. It almost makes me feel really hot too if I don't let my skincare dry down before I put my sunscreen on. And then I also like to let my sunscreen dry down some before I put my makeup on. So I like for each layer to dry down, and then my makeup usually looks really nice. Everything looks seamless. It looks fresh. It looks like skin. Nothing is pilling. I'm not hot because sunscreen makes me hot. So yeah, that's what I like to do. And I love this sunscreen because it's really blurring. So it kind of does kind of act like a primer. So I like that about this sunscreen. This is the Trader Joe's. Oh yeah. I mean, I've mentioned this so many times. This is a Trader Joe's Daily Facial Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 40. This is the oil-free invisible gel, fragrance-free, sweat plus water resistant for up to 40 minutes sunscreen. So, and it's like $8.99 or something like that.
You're treating me so bad. You said you love me, don't wanna bump me, and I was all you had. And all my heart is beating for you, and I can't stop crying. I don't know how I allow you to treat me this way, and still I stay. See, my days are cold without you. Without you, I'm hurting about you. My heart can't take no more. I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you. Without you, I'm hurting about you. No more, I keep on running back to you. Baby, I don't know why you wanna do me wrong. See, when I'm home, I'm all alone, and you are always gone. Boy, you know I really love you, I can't deny. I can't see how you could bring me to so many tears after all these years. See, my days are cold without you. My days, yeah. And my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. Without you, without you, I keep on running back to you. I trusted you. So sad, what love will make you do. All the things that we accept, be the things that we secret. So all of my ladies, hear me, come on, sing with me. See, when I get straight to leave, you always tell me that you need me, and I'm weak 'cause I believe you, and I'm mad because I love you. So I stop and think that maybe you can learn to appreciate me. Then it all remains the same, that you ain't never gonna change, never gonna change, never gonna change.
Okay, so I just picked my hair out a little bit more. I just picked it out because my hair is kind of wild, so I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with it. I just picked it out and I kind of just did my baby hairs a little bit to like polish it up. And yeah, so this is the look for today. So all I have to do is put my clothes on and my jewelry and all of that, and yeah, that's it. So this is the look. Very pretty. And I haven't used this in a long time. This is the lip color that I used to be obsessed with. This is the LA Colors High Shine Shea Butter Lip Gloss, and this is in the, it's all rubbed off, but I know the name. This is in the color Doll Face, and I also have another one in here somewhere. I really like these LA Girl Color lip glosses. I always get them from Walmart, and they usually have them at beauty supply stores, and the beauty supply store always has them in stock. And they also have a bunch of colors. So yeah, I like these a lot, these Shea Butter lip glosses from LA Girl. That is what this lip is. And then I just used my Sephora liquid lipstick for the liner, the brown liner. I think the color is Auburn. So that's the lip color for today. And yeah, my hair is nice and big and wild and natural and beautiful. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna go put my jewelry on, and I'll probably end this vlog here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.